The number one question that men on the internet want to know, does size matter? We're going to talk about that just in a moment because Adam Cole, Booker T, there's a lot of talk on social media about Adam Cole. And guys, I'm going to tell you flat out, I don't think size matters. I'm going to explain why in just a little bit. We're going to kick things off with Kushida, who has returned to New Japan Pro Wrestling. Guys, very, very good news here. Kushida has returned to NJPW at NJPW New Japan Road. He confronted Taiji Ishimori. This is very exciting stuff because Kushida has confirmed that he's not going to return to WWE. We will not see him in any other company other than NJPW. He is going to spend the rest of his pro wrestling life in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Kushida was released by WWE, and truthfully, I feel like WWE dropped the ball with Kushida 100%, which is really funny because we're going to talk about that Booker T and Adam Cole story in just a little bit. But yeah, Kushida was just not handled correctly in WWE. In the beginning, with the Cruiserweight Championship, he was fine. As time went on, WWE eventually dropped their ball, tried to make him into a comedy character, and if I was Kushida, I would never come back. Now, with that being said, I don't expect Kushida to ever sign with AEW or Impact Wrestling, but thankfully, due to the Forbidden Door and these awesome working relationships with New Japan, Impact, and AEW, I would really, really love to see Kushida make his way to AEW and Impact Wrestling at some point. But the cool thing is Kushida is one of the best. I have no idea what their plans are. He did hold the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship several times in the past. And I think at one point he mentioned that when he was expected to come back to New Japan, he was looking at getting into the heavyweight division. So we'll see if, how they go about that. But I'm excited about this. Kushida's awesome. Again, New Japan has kind of been slacking a little bit lately, in my opinion. So this is just a big step up for New Japan Pro Wrestling. All right, guys, update on John Laurinaitis. Obviously, there's been a lot of talk about the WWE and the investigations and Vince McMahon. Obviously, we're waiting for the facts to be issued out and everything to come to a conclusion. WWE issued a memo to the talent Monday evening following WWE Raw, announcing that Senior VP Bruce Pritchard will be taking over as the interim head of talent relations effective immediately. This was according to PW Insider. The memo also informed talents that John Laurinaitis was placed on an administrative leave in light of the serious allegations made against him and Vince McMahon. The memo added that Laurinaitis will not be on the road with WWE pending the conclusion of our board of directors' internal investigation. Interesting, because Vince McMahon showed up on Raw and SmackDown and is still head of creative. As noted before, John Laurinaitis hasn't been on the road since the WWE board of directors' investigation was publicly revealed. And then also, for those who don't know, Fightful Select actually dropped a follow-up report to the story that noted when Laurinaitis was rehired as WWE's head of talent relations in 2021, one specific female talent was frustrated with the move. The talent revealed that she would rather get all of her stuff sent to her in a trash bag when she gets fired rather than deal with Laurinaitis. The report quoted another employee as saying is that they believe the allegations against McMahon and Laurinaitis will lead to a domino effect in the possible exit of Laurinaitis from the company. Also, a later report from Fightful suggested that Laurinaitis is expected to exit the company amidst allegations of misconduct, with one source noting that as long as Vince McMahon has any say, Laurinaitis' position is safe unless he is determined to be Vince's latest scapegoat. McMahon himself stepped down as part of CEO and chairman to cooperate with the ongoing investigation. Now, I want to say shout out to Wrestling Inc., Sai Mohan for obviously transcribing this article and everything like that. But I want to just make it very clear with John Laurinaitis and Vince McMahon and with this investigation, we don't really have an idea of when it's going to be ready. So just kind of keep that in mind. We don't know when the results will come in from this investigation. We don't know anything. As of right now, this is just administrative leave. It technically doesn't mean it's permanent. So just kind of keep that in mind. Also, when it comes to Bruce Pritchard, if I remember correctly, Bruce Pritchard was like head of creative with Vince McMahon. So he's going to have some pretty big roles within WWE. Just that's something to keep in mind. I don't know what the talent feel about that, but obviously a guy who is head of talent relations and then head of creative, sounds like it could be kind of messy. So we'll see what happens. No mention of Triple H or Paul Heyman. I know we talked about that the other day. Right now, Stephanie McMahon is the interim CEO, and as we get more updates on this ongoing situation, I'll continue to keep you guys updated. Again, more opinions on this once we actually get the facts. Now, with that being said, I posed a very interesting question to you guys in the beginning of this video. If you guys don't know what I was talking about with the size and Adam Cole stuff, guys, I want to show you this clip because Booker T has spoken out about this. Let's take a look.
and I think we're tight. And I think people just trying to make something out of it. People want to make it look like I'm hating on an AEW guy, and I'm not. You know, if I didn't like Adam Cole, I wouldn't be saying, man, we need to get some muscle on him. I'd be saying a whole lot worse than that, I think. You know what I mean? Opposed to trying to advocate how we could, you know, make Adam Cole look better, I think I would be saying a whole lot worse. You know what I mean? If I was trying to down Adam Cole, but that's what the internet does, man. They'll take anything that, you know, I say and try to make it clickbait. Like I criticized Adam Cole, which there again, Adam Cole's a good dude. He's a cool dude, and I want to see him do better. I was with Adam Cole when he was on the independence circuit, telling Adam Cole, hey man, don't even worry about getting to the next level as far as WWE. They're gonna call sooner or later. And then when I finally saw him in one of the locker rooms at one of the shows, he came up to me. I go, did I tell you? Because he's talent, you know.
All right, guys. So here's the thing. I'm going to make it very, very simple and very clear. Obviously, Booker T said some stuff about Adam Cole putting on some more weight and more muscle. People have been talking about this on social media. It's become a very big part of the conversation. Also, we know Peter Rosenberg and Hangman Page have weighed in, so we can show you guys those tweets. Peter Rosenberg says, how is someone saying Adam Cole looks small a controversial take? I truly hate this app, LOL. And then also Hangman Page says, I just hope that when I'm old and retired, I don't lower myself to some shit-ass podcast where I trash the younger generation that's just chasing the same fortune wrestling has afforded me. Now, when it comes to Booker T and his comments on Adam Cole, I've had a lot of people ask me what are my thoughts on size of pro wrestlers. Now, me personally as a wrestling fan, I never bought tickets to a wrestling show just to see 4 or 5 big wrestling guys just wrestle in the ring. I've always made it very clear what constitutes as like criticisms for me in pro wrestling typically have to do with the characters and the storytelling. Can you connect to me? Can you get me intrigued? Can you keep me watching on a weekly basis? Now, Adam Cole in his early years of NXT was just a good wrestler. He was just the cool bad guy. But the thing about Adam Cole that made him really great was his ability to connect with the crowd. I remember specifically when he cut his promo on Karrion Kross during the pandemic era of NXT, that actually sold me on Adam Cole's ability to cut a promo and connect with the crowd and offer good storytelling. Now he's in AEW, and I think he's doing a fantastic job. Size doesn't matter, dude. We're not talking about Hollywood. We're talking about wrestling. And the one thing that makes wrestling great is the fact that you can have all walks of life together in a wrestling ring. It's up to AEW, WWE, and Impact and all these companies to tell great storylines. And yes, I think to a certain extent, you got to be a freaking good wrestler, and you got to have good promo ability, and you got to have, you know, a good look. But I think the most important thing, man, is whether or not you can connect with people and keep people hooked. And I don't think you need to be 300 pounds and 7 feet tall to do that. Can you cut a promo? Maybe you can't, but maybe you have a manager who does that for you and adds an element of fun to your character. There's ways to get talent over without being a strong wrestler. I've also been very adamant in saying that just being a good wrestler is not good enough. So Adam Cole has definitely gotten better because Adam Cole makes you care about what he's doing in the wrestling ring. Now it's up to Tony Khan to make sure that Adam Cole is presented as a star in big marquee matchups and storylines, things that matter. But that's not Adam Cole's fault. So nonetheless, I'm very simple. Size doesn't matter. Look doesn't matter. There's a lot of factors. Can you make me care? And that's what matters. And Adam Cole makes me care. Adam Cole's done a great job in AEW, and he did a great job in NXT. So I support Adam Cole. Let me know what you guys think down below.